and welcome everyone to the start of a new BFL season here on FT Sport. We've got action from the Silverthorne Stadium as Antlers are against Flyde today, and it's a big match-up in Division 2 here on this Friday evening. Already the team's warming up. Kick-off here is just in under 20 minutes time, just over that actually. And it's going to be very interesting to see how these two teams fare out. Obviously, the big conversation we're going to be talking about on the build-up today is, will the mercy rule affect this match? Because most of the matches so far in the BFL have been affected by the mercy rule. Of course, the mercy rule is, once it becomes 10-0, or the leading side go up by 10 goals, I say, the match ends, and whoever's winning by 10 goals is the winner. And we want to ask the viewers this, and I want to ask, so get your opinions in. And this is the question: is the mercy rule ruining football? We did a survey on this yesterday, and 62 of you said yes. That was 73% of the vote. 23 people said no. 27%, 85 votes in total. But because of that, the FA and the senior referees have got to be asking the question at this point in time: do we scrap the mercy rule defeat rule, or do we keep going as it is? The reason it was implemented was because so many games were going to like 20-0, or we had 2 days in a row where the highest scoring game record was broken twice. It was 31-0, I believe, the first day, and straight away I believe it was Milan who won 39-0. I think Milan, though, the day before actually lost 31-0, I believe. So get your opinions in. We'll see what you all say, because we only have one viewer watching us. Hello to you. But let's have a look at so far what the teams are looking like. This is what the Antlers side look like today in their purple kit, their signature purple. Gary B is in a dinosaur, very interesting there. Everyone else in their warm-up kits, well, or the home kits. And you can see them there. And they are the home side today. And this is the home side, the away side, apologies. This is Flyde. For some reason, though, I can't comprehend why. Who's wearing the Milan kit? Well, I appreciate he's wearing the FT Sport logo, but wrong kit, buddy. Try again. We have a few fans out here, and registration checks are coming now. You can see here, I believe these are Flyde supporters, because they are red and blue. It is a Division 2 game, just a handful of supporters, so we'll see if any later turn up. So here's who are lining up on the wall for Flyde. Apparently they're sponsored by Flyde Dubai, but I have to say, and I agree, I quite like the kit. I quite like both kits, except from that kit. Sky Sports, they're dead. So those are the sides involved in this one. Like we said, kick-off is under 20 minutes. We'll have a resumption of our coverage here in just around about a minute or so. We'll take a break and we'll be right back here with BFL on FT Sport. And when we return, we have more action from the build-up from Flyde against Antlers. It's coming up next here on FT Sport. Welcome back here till the Silverthorn home, where Antlers versus Flyde is around about just over 15 minutes away here from kickoff. Of course, we'll have live action from the game here for you on FT Sport. Let's bring you the full-time score from today, which we can bring you. It finished at the Division 3 game, the game today. Billericay won, Brondby 9, and we'll talk about Brondby here for a second. I know we should really be talking about Antlers and Flyde, but we'll talk about Brondby for a second. They are probably one of the new teams that have started off well. Of course, we'll look in the league standings, and Brondby were 5th. They were on 9 goal difference, but this win today will put them up to 6 points, which most teams, probably Manchester, Crystal Palace, Billericay. Oh, Billericay can't, can they? They lost. Which put Brondby definitely above Billericay. But Brondby are showing they're doing well. Vitesse as well, we'll see how they do in their game. Goatberg as well played yesterday, beat Crystal Palace. So Goatberg did lose last week though, in game week 2, so that won't help them in the table so far. We'll look in the championship table though, however. You can't see this, but I'll just describe it for you. Silverthorn are in 7th. They had a goal difference of -2 and are on 0 points. Flyde, though, on the other hand, had a goal difference of 8 and got the first 3 points in their clash against Richmond. Sorry, who they play against? Birmingham, Birmingham, I believe. I'll check that for you now. Yes, they beat Birmingham 10-2. Only 2 goals away from that Mersey raw defeat. But yeah, some of these new teams are impressing. Definitely, I believe it's Sheffield who are new. They said they wouldn't do well. Currently, right now, they're not doing well. They were one of the teams to lose 10-0 last time out, which will not go down well with the Sheffield players. Of course, all the players in the new teams new, or players from other teams. But it definitely will upset. As a manager myself, losses, mercy rule defeats definitely won't help, as well as forfeits as well. They don't help. They ruin confidence in the squad, and confidence leads to losses. And managers like me, we have to work up to gain that confidence back to get those better results. And as it stands, Sheffield will have terrible confidence, and even if they get good players in, maybe in the transfer window mid-season, they've got to work on that confidence on the current squad if they're going to keep it. Who knows, they might decide to do a full refresh if they have the budget. But yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what they want to do with it. So we'll just have to see what comes of it in these new teams. We're trying to find out the lineups for you right now. As of the moment, Flyde haven't posted anything. Antlers, so far, I believe, have not posted anything. Antlers have not posted anything. So I believe we'll get to see it when we come. But of course, we're looking at the players warming up right now. We've got Jordan, Mark Letking, Gertrude, Gary B, Swed. But that's very interesting. Just a bit of confusion there. Apparently the match was at the new Crusader Stadium, which we'll probably talk about, but we might have a full stadium move in a second. I believe we just got moved. I will check right now. It says Ares Stadium, which is the new Crusader Stadium. So, yeah, we don't know what's really going on. We'll stay here for now, and we'll do some more build-up, because this match does begin in 10 minutes, if it is to start as scheduled, because currently, right now, all the players are in they're in this stadium, so we'll stay here and we'll see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if it's moved, because I surveyed the ground earlier and it doesn't look up to scratch. You have to use commands really to get pitch sides, but you probably saw earlier there was a fan next to me. The barriers don't even do much. You can just walk through them. So that's how I stood here. But yeah, it's very interesting. The turnstiles don't work, so this stadium is a little bit in disrepair. Maybe we can see right here. Varane looks to be having a conversation with the Antlers players, but I believe it'll be going on here as lockers are called, and we'll give you some footage from inside the lockers. But this is a thing though, you have to bring them. Well, it's very deep. Look how large the walls are, and you can seriously see through locker room. So I'm gonna have to say, no offence, this is probably one of the worst stadiums in the BFL. Let's have a look at the Antlers locker room. Look to be a little bit disorganised there. They've got their cream kit, but these are the Antlers, and yeah, another situation of this stadium going wrong. But we'll stay out of the locker rooms for now. We'll give them a little privacy. We'll go back in there where they're actually talking in a good 2 minutes or so. But going back to this stadium and how it might be moved, Redacted is here for some reason. He's just showed up. But we'll just have to see what happens when this game actually starts in the end. Reminder, we'll have coverage of the game live for you, as well as multiple other games this weekend, and let's read them out to you right now. All the live games coming up here on FT Sport, and those include today's match between... Oh, what is going on? There is some... I will mute the audio, just in case. Let's bring you our schedule then. We don't have a graphic for this, so you're just going to have to let me read them out for you. Antlers versus Flyde is our live game today here at the Antlers Stadium. 2 live games for you tomorrow, starting off with Division 2 coverage of Richmond versus Spen Valley at the Old Lamex, followed by coverage of Southend versus Brentford at New Riddle Street. 1 live game on Sunday for you, that's Everton versus Highfield. And those are the live games for you this weekend. We were trying to get coverage of the Liverpool Look Mania game, to get coverage from all league games here. Not all the league games, you get what I mean. At least 1 game from every league, but doesn't seem to be possible because there's a new rule in media. If you have a partnership with a team, you can take the game. So there you go. That's very interesting. We're going to take a quick break. This is our last break before the first half kicks off. Antlers versus Flyde, first half, live for you next here on FT Sport. welcome back. We are ready to get going here for Antlers versus Flyde, and the players have walked out of the terrible tunnel, I should say. That rhymes. That doesn't rhyme, does it? It's alliteration. And commentary today coming from me, and me only, hopefully. Here are the players then. We got Bino, No Name Needed, Anilo, It's Not Eddie, and Lee, Flyde, and for Antlers we've got Cantrew, Jordan, EST, Freakhazen, and Swed. Varane is the ref, and hopefully we'll have a great match today before I get criticised before saying Flyde wrong again. I'll say it how I want, it's my accent. We got a reminder, if you're new to the BFL for this season, 15-minute halves, 30-minute full game, including extra time. But let's get going for the new season here on FT Sport. It's Antlers versus Flyde Division 2 clash to start off the first weekend here of live action here on FT Sport. Flyde will take kick-off first as I drop the phone on the floor, which will be able to control the scoreboard today. But there's the Antlers bench, and there's the Flyde bench. Antlers playing in a very nice cream kit, I have to say. Probably one of the nicest kits. Only if it had FT Sport on it, then I would absolutely love it more. I believe it's one of the first games at this new stadium. Gonna say it's not one of the best stadiums. No Name Needed is very laggy, I believe. Yes, he is. And No Name Needed is just gone. Great timing. This is very bad. Bino's going to go goalkeep. Now he's back. No Name Needed is back for Flyde, and he's wearing no shirt, so Varane is going to let him kit him. He is the ref today, and they'll get ready for the first half of action to commence. We'll probably see a countdown in a few seconds appear. Then we will know that our action this evening is underway. Division 2 action to kickstart the season on FT Sports is underway. Silverthorne versus Flyde, the main event today. Oatford versus Copenhagen is live, I believe, on Collard TV just a little bit later. But only switch over when this game has ended. First half of action underway here. And reminder, Antlers playing in a purple kit. Flyde playing in a cream sort of yellowy kit. And they're going to go into the corner early on. Try and see a ball come into the box, which it won't do. And we move back to midfield. And we see No Name Needed in there. We saw him earlier on saying he might be a little bit laggy, said the bench, and turns out he was just a little bit laggy, so laggy he decided to disconnect. A few and 1 minute before the match, luckily allowed to start. Into midfield now. And goalkeeper really hanging back a little bit. Both goalkeepers hanging back just a little bit there. They just need to be a little bit wary and try and help their team out here, because one little man can cost a lot. Here's a chance early on, and it doesn't go in. It goes wide into the corner. Chance once again as it goes into the box. They won't score, but early chance here. Multiple early chances incoming. And we're into midfield now, and the ball freezes. Believe we should get subs. We'll hear what Varane says. Believe it is subs. Yep. Swed Duck's coming off. And Mark is coming on, and Mark has not been able to come on. He's just gone back on the bench. It's Mark Kin who's coming on for Silverthorne. We are 2 minutes 30 seconds into this one, and ready to get back underway. And here we go. Good start. A good play. Here's a chance early on over the goalkeeper. It's going to go wide into the corner. If they could get in the box, they could really have pressed there, but they weren't able to. Now across the line, trying to make something out of this attack here. See no name needed in that. Just watch him, just in case he decides to disconnect. Into the corner. Here's a chance. Goalkeeper went to the near post. It went the other way, but luckily wasn't near the net. And still 0-0 here in the early stages of this first half. It's Antlers versus Flyde here in a Division 2 clash. I would say Flyde are the favourites. They won their first game in the season. Did I say Flyde? Well, Antlers are not the favourites. They lost the first game of the season. So we'll see. Flyde bench trying to come to terms that they are struggling right now. How are we struggling, says one of their players. That's Lewis, actually. Chance early on, very close on the line. They'll go for it again. It won't happen that time round. Across the line. Into the box now. They're trying to find one to go in and try and find one. Goalkeeper trying to smother the ball. Goes for the corner once again. Trying to get it in the box now. Oh, that was a lovely ball. I don't know how that happened. Absolutely put on a silver platter there. Couldn't do anything about it. Over, nearly in. And still 0-0. They'll try again. And a save had to be made. Into the corner now once again. Still 0-0. We're just about to go 5 minutes in to this one. Can see no name needed. It looks like he's having a seizure in the box. Here's the Flyde goalkeeper. Antlers pressing early here. They lost their first game. They could... Oh, it's turned in a matter of seconds. Flyde take the 1-0 lead. The away side lead. The favourites lead. And it's 1-0. The bench celebrate with the players. Antlers wondering where it all went wrong for them. Antlers were really pressing in the start of this match and it just fell apart. All can happen in a second in the BFL, and it did. Flyde got on the attack, all because the Antlers were attacking. They didn't have the goalkeeper down there, and they just had to rush back, and it didn't help. And yeah, well, Flyde looked to get on the counter-attack once again. This was how they scored their first, trying to score a second here on the outskirts of the box. Now trying to get the ball in. Doesn't, though. In. No. Stays out. Goalkeeper smothers it out. That was a bit close for handball, though. Just got to be careful of that. Jordan's just got to be a little bit careful of that, or Varane is going to have to hop in and say something. Chance for Flyde. Goes wide. Looked like it hit the post. Or just maybe went wide and hit the invisible wall that stops the ball from going out here. I mean, if we didn't have those, it would be chaos, and we'd probably be searching through the tunnels for the ball. In the midfield now. Flyde with the goal here early on. 1-0 up against Antlers, who were pressing. for just that 45 seconds, maybe 1 minute before, which they're pressing again here, they just couldn't secure it on their counter-attack. Flyde, they won't be happy with the performance so far against Antlers. Antlers will be quite happy because they got a chance here, and it nearly went in. One of the Flyde players on the line stopped it. I think one of the players, that's Lenny. That's Lenny Sparkles. Plays for Flyde, you little traitor. Here's my boss at Seattle. I'm only joking, Lenny, have fun. In the midfield now. A little bit of backpedaling from Flyde. They need to watch out because Antlers were able to captivate on that just a little bit. And sadly, they didn't equalise. Still 1-0 to Flyde, the away side here. Of course, we're playing at the Antlers Stadium. Very creative stadium name. Can't lie. And here's a chance for Flyde. In the box. Well, not in the box, in the corner. They'll get it in the box. What is the goalkeeper doing? The goalkeeper looked inactive and he paid the price. Flyde are 2-0 up. Jordan had some sort of issue, or he was just gone there. He was stood at the near post. Ball came in, looked to be stood still there, and Jordan and the Antlers team won't be happy with that. And we said earlier that it was going the way of Antlers for just a little bit. I think now it's going the way of Flyde. Antlers are getting these sort of counter-attacks. However, well, Antlers are not getting these sort of counter-attacks. They're attacking, but they lose it on the counter-attack. So you'll just have to see. 2-0 as we resume. Just under 10 minutes, 9 minutes played so far. And we'll see. Because here's a chance for Flyde. They nearly score a third straight off the bat. But they can't. Trying to find a ball to go in. Now! Oh, just so close. Just went wide. Flyde were nearly 3-0 up. Chance. Oh, the keeper was in trouble there. And he need to be wary of that. Just needed to be wary of that. In the box now. They'll try and find a ball to go in. They can't find a ball to go in. They'll get into the corner. They're just struggling. In the midfield now. Mind you, this is our first game of live action here on FD Sports throughout the weekend. You can watch loads of matches live with us. In the midfield, they'll try and get it to go, but still stuck here. We've only had really one break, except from the goal breaks. So we should expect a minimal amount of extra time, because here's a chance for Flyde. It went over the goal, didn't manage to reach the floor though, and wasn't able to be taken by Flyde. That one nearly was. Keeper left half his net wide open, and that's the struggle with these keepers. They leave the net wide open, and easy goals can go in. They're the only guys that have goalkeeper tools, and some of them, they let their team down. I mean, Jordan, he was AFK for one of the goals, I believe. Wasn't able to come down in time to get the goal and get the shot off. But it can let a team down, can the goalkeeper, a lot. Here's a chance. Flyde nearly went in. But yeah, talking about it, a goalkeeper can let down the team a lot. And here's a chance for Flyde nearly to get their third. And wasn't able to in the end. Getting the air dribble. And the whole stadium has just turned blue. Light blue. Let's stop looking. Here's a chance. And there you have it. Now it's a dominating lead for Flyde. Lee scores, and it's 3-0 now. You can see the Antlers team, they look in disarray. They'll be disappointed they've conceded these 3 goals here in this first half. It's not over yet. It can be much more than that, because we still have around about 2 minutes and a half of normal time remaining here in the first. But it's not good. Not good at all for Antlers. They look to be putting up contention in the first 5 minutes, but from then it's gone down and it's gone Flyde's way. It's 3-0. We were talking about goalkeeping there for Jordan. Not gonna lie, Antlers looked a little bit asleep, and they need to be wary of that. There's so many things this team needs to be wary about. They're not being wary about at the moment, and that's what's ruining them down in the long term. It's disappointing, yes, but we'll just have to see. Varane, the ref, calls for positions. We got 3, 2, 1, and we've kicked back off again. Not that long before we get a period of extra time to be played at the end of this first half. And we move into midfield. Now, they'll try and get a ball into the goal once again. Get their 3rd goal for Flyde. Fourth, sorry. And into the corner. They're showing something here, and they can't get it in. Still 3-0 Flyde. And 1 minute remaining of normal time here in this first half. Extra time, we'll find out. Here's a chance from Flyde, and the ball just dead stopped in the penalty box. And here's another chance for Flyde. Oh, nearly caught the keeper out at the other post. They look to be going to the far one. All of a sudden, it changed. And the keeper's in trouble. And now it's 4. Flyde have their 4th. Creo says ice cold finish. What have you got to say about that, fans? That was something. Flyde can really get Antlers here on this attack, and they've shown it again. Great stuff from them, and so far they truly deserve it. Just seeing the YouTube chat, Fran is getting involved, saying it'll be a mercy rule win for Flyde. At this rate, it might be. Well, I did not see any extra time come up, so we'll have to see what comes up. Into the box now. They'll try and get something in. Maybe a 5th. Won't happen. Into midfield now. And 2 minutes of extra time will be added as we see Antlers get the ball into the corner here. That's not going to appear on stream, is it? No, it won't. It's off the screen. It's alright anyway. You all know we got 2 minutes. Antlers trying to find something here. But attack fizzles out, and straight away it just went to the Flyde attackers, who can't really feed of that. So just a reminder for you, we got 2 minutes of extra time. And 30 seconds of that left to come. I did say earlier on, we shouldn't really have that much extra time, as they're backpedaling from Flyde, and Antlers couldn't score. They couldn't capitalise on the backpedaling, but that was a bit close. They just have to watch out for that. Do Flyde, they don't want to concede a clean sheet. A clean sheet can really help with the confidence of a side. And yeah, you'll just have to see where they go. And save, very good save from No Name Needed. and it just pushed out of the box very nicely. But it looked like they were in trouble there just a little bit with Flyde, as Antlers nearly got the ball into the box. Last attack is called by Varane, and as soon as he says that, the ball looked to be going to midfield. Nearly the first half ended, and there it goes. That is first half completed here at the Antlers Stadium, and it's currently Silverthorne 0, Flyde 4. We'll have analysis of that first half coming up for you next here on FT Sport. Welcome back for our half-time analysis. It's Antlers versus Flyde, if you want to know what you probably should know. Because it's been a great start for Flyde. They're 4-0 up. This is very interesting here in the Flyde. They've already said no name needed is that person who's causing the backpedaling. And apparently they're going to play without him. They're going to play without a keeper. 5 attackers, apparently. And we'll stay with it here, because that is very... No names coming off, ulti's coming on, that is exclusive. Ulti, I don't think, agrees with that. And yeah, Silverthorne can really come back with this, because you do need a goalkeeper. You do really need a goalkeeper. And it'll be bad. It'll be definitely bad. Wow. Eddie also being criticised for backpedaling. Lenny's not happy, he wants on. And 30 seconds to go here until the second half, so we'll end our half-time analysis and we'll go back to our coverage of the game after this short break. Welcome back everyone to Silverthorne versus Flyde. It's currently 4-0 at half time, and second half just about to get underway. And while the break was going on, we did see in the locker rooms that Flyde were taking off the goalkeeper. No name needed. Well, he's still on the pitch. And Creo looks to have changed his mind. What happened was no name, who's the goalkeeper. Well, this is interesting. I don't know if they're going to do it or not. Lenny's going on. I think no name's going off. This will be interesting. No name's on. No name's getting released, oh no. That's a threat. Bit of confusion on the Flyde bench just before the start. The second half. Countdown. I think it's countdown for this. So Lenny's stayed off. Ulti stayed off. Lewis is off. So no name stayed on, so it looks to be an unchanged Flyde, but there you go, you can see it there. We're getting you on. Next goal. We didn't even need the keeper. Very interesting. We're back underway. Obviously I've switched half, so this half Flyde currently are in will be their scoring half. And this is Antlers' net, so they're trying to defend it. And right now, looks to be backpedaling from Flyde. Was it coming from No Name? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see how that goes down. Here's a chance. Had to be saved. Flyde still 4-0. Remember, you need 10 goals more than the other team to get the mercy rule, win, forfeit, whatever you want to call it. And just a reminder for you guys, put your opinions in the YouTube chat, and we'll get to them at full time, because we're not covering any other games. So put your opinions in the chat and we'll go over them at full time. And I might actually have a look in a couple of minutes, so get them coming in. Apparently Flyde are saying still 4-0 a mid-Division 2 club. As it stands, they are 4-0 down against Flyde. Flyde are currently, I believe, second in the table. They're at the top of the table. They're one of the teams that won in game week 1. So we'll see how it goes. And we're moving to midfield once again. Just a reminder, if you're new to the BFL, 15 minutes half. And here's a chance on the line. Nearly went in. And I'll continue with what I was saying, 15 minutes halves. We're in the second one. 16 minutes into this one. Here's a chance for Antlers. They'll love, even if they lose probably today, I think they'll be happy with stopping this clean sheet. If they can, they'll think well of it. Chance, and in midfield now. And Flyde playing in that cream kit. Oh, there's a player down, it's a fling. And when it's in the corner, that one man down for Flyde won't help them here. But they've looked to recover it as it goes into Antlers' half. Or should I say that when they switch halves once again. Yeah, that player got flung there. It's uncommon now. Used to be very common not that long ago, actually, probably a few months ago, when Roblox had an update which flung players, because there's a chance for Flyde, and yeah, it flung players, and players were getting flung all over the place. They were bouncing off the invisible walls, getting flung to the other side of the pitch. Chance for Flyde, save had to be made. Great save as well. Very close. Very close indeed. In the corner, they'll try and get one here. Well, Flyde, and didn't in the end. Chance. No! Really close. Flyde are pressing. Antlers are really in trouble there. They look to be in trouble, but nothing came of it. The attack fizzles out. Great stuff there from Flyde, able to get multiple shots off. It'll put Antlers under pressure, and really, pressure's like a ticking clock. Well, a ticking clock. It puts more pressure on, really, every shot. And look, if you get loads of shot-offs, the success rate for a goal definitely goes up. So, yeah, we'll just have to see how many more shots it takes for them to get the 5th goal. And the ball stops, we look to be getting subs, and VAR. Well, we'll look at the Flyde bench because that's where we expect the activity to come from. And while we get the break, let's remind you of the current plan for FT Sport this weekend with live BFL games. Tomorrow, 2 live games. Richmond versus Ben Valley, kick-off 7, and an 8 PM kick-off follows that, Southend versus Brentford. And just the one game on Sunday for you, Everton versus Highfield, kick-off 8 PM at Goodison Park. And still looking here at the Flyde bench, a lot of subs being made. And make sure you're listening to the FT Sport podcast. Handball check doesn't go. It must have not been that close for them just to review it during the sub break. But make sure you are listening to the FT Sport podcast. The new episode was released yesterday. Game week 1 review, including opinions on the Mercy Rule and interviews from Hi Travis and Speedy Barber. So listen on Spotify, and you can find it in the news in the BFL server. I'll shut up promoting FT Sport now. Into the box. It doesn't go. Oh, the camera's gone all wonky there. Flyde really pressing. And they kept the keeper on. They must have. I think no name needed still on there, so I think Trio's just abandoned all things really to go with the no goalkeeper. Bearing in mind we got around about just over 9 minutes, just under to go. Surely he's just abandoned that idea. You don't want to give up goals, this clean sheet in the last third of this match. It'll be disappointing for the players and the team alike, and maybe it doesn't need a goalkeeper to come off for Antlers to score. We'll just have to see now. As they go into the corner, they'll try and find a ball to go into the box here. Goes into the box, no name needed, is looking just a little bit panicked, but doesn't need to, as nothing really comes off it. Backpedaling there by the looks of it from Bino for Flyde. And, sorry, I kind of dropped him in there, but in the corner. And we move back into the midfield. Chance for Antlers, backpedaling, coming, and no name needed. Just did a little dive there. Just had to be wary about handball though. It does save it, and nearly glitched then. But he's got to be careful whether that's outside the box or not. He's outside the box now, so just he's got to be careful, because if you get a handball now and it's outside the box, remember that's an auto 1-game suspension, and it really won't help this Flyde side, even though they're currently at the top of the table. It can all change in the BFL. It can all change, and there's more games this season extended in Division 2 and 3, and we'll just have to see how that works out for the table later on in the season. Before we had someone on the pitch there, we do have someone pitch side. Of course, as I said earlier, this stadium, no offence, is not made well. And I'm not going to say all bad because, well, I have said all bad, but I'm not going to say anything worse than bad, because I know I could not make stadiums of this quality. I cannot even make anything. Here's a chance for Flyde to get their 5th. They've looked quiet on the attack lately. Now they get their 5. Maybe that will help his day. No name needed. It all plays off. He shushes Creo as well. And it's 5. That's one way to silence your manager. Creo says subs. Will no name be needed coming off? What do you mean shush? Shushing your manager is crazy. It is quite crazy. Oh, he's quoting no name backpedal too much, no name recover. Crikey. Well, I'll have to see if Creo decides to sub him off. 3 subs at once. Here we go. Here's the triple substitution. Let's see who's coming off. Lenny, Ulti and Lewis are going on. And no name's off. Bino, by the looks of it, is going to take the goalkeeping duties. Daniel is coming off. And it's not as well. But he praises those 3 very good match lads. 5 minutes to go. Positions has been called. And we'll get a countdown in just a second. But it's Flyde who lead early. Bino does still need kitting. But here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're back underway. And Flyde, they were quite on the attack for quite a while. But they were able to get their 5th. They could get a 6 straight away. Nearly. The players couldn't convert it on the line, really. It'll be a little bit disappointing for them, yes. But they do lead 5-0. They won't get the mercy rule, surely win today. But a win's a win. 3 points is 3 points. And they'll take it. But there's still 5 minutes and 5 goals for Antlers to try and catch up on. It can all happen in the BFL. And bearing in mind we do have extra time, we should have a bit of longer than 2 minutes because of the sub break. And yeah, we'll just have to see how it turns out just a little bit later. 4 minutes remaining. And just a reminder, later game for you, we don't have that live here. We have that's live on Collard TV. It's Copenhagen against Ovid in Division 1. But don't worry, we have our Division 1 action live tomorrow. Here's a chance over nearly. It was on the goal line and they couldn't go in. How did it not go in? Handball, says Varane though. But it's 6 anyway. I don't know what they'll do about it. I think they'll disallow the goal and give a pen. We'll go to VAR. The goal went in. Creo says it's a goal anyway. Yes, it did go in. But bearing in mind it was called handball, Varane just says yellow card. Creo wants that goal. Believe he's going to get it. We'll just wait to get the decision from Varane. He's the part of the senior referee team. And he will give it a goal. 6-0. Not 5-1, sorry. Apologies for that, my fat fingers. 6-0 now to Flyde. Flare on the pitch. Yes, there is. There is a flare on the pitch. Why is there a flare on the pitch? How is there a flare on the pitch? This is not Leeds United against Norwich. Well, the goal has been given. Well, it has been confirmed, and it's 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're back underway. 2 minutes remaining of normal time. 6-0 to Flyde in this Division 2 encounter. Flyde were the favourites today. No contact means yellow card. Lenny apparently got the goal for Flyde. Lewis is hanging back by quite a bit, and it's definitely pointed out to him by the bench. Chance for Flyde. Now it's 7. Maybe this mercy rule win could happen. Great stuff by Flyde. It's been goal after goal in this last 2 minutes. Creo calls him the Wonder Kid. And it's now 7-0 Flyde. Will it be lucky 7, or can they get more? Or for their second game here in the league? We'll have to see. And we'll just have to see when they kick off here. Like we said earlier, there should be a moderate amount of extra time. Maybe it's been a little bit extended now. Apparently there is something going on in the crowd. Be going on with the ultras, but 5-second countdown has ended and we're back underway. And we should get our extra time verdict coming up in just a matter of moments from Varane, the referee. And it's been an alright referee in this one. Don't want to say he's been a really good one. I could say every referee's been a good one. It's an average performance, I'll say, from the referee. At least we've not had a... Well, he's on the pitch here. And they stopped the ball. And that is because there's a wall. Why is there a wall? Well, remove that wall. Looked like it just started a full-on rugby American football hike as they tried running against the wall and then it got deleted. Creo maybe. Well, 5 minutes extra time. Here is the thing for you guys. We'll try and get post-match interview with the players off the air, and we'll give you all the interviews on the next episode of the podcast, which will be coming out probably Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on when the game week ends. One of those two. Here's a chance for Antlers to get one, and the ball was really slow then. Not sure if it was just me, but the ball really slowed down. And chance, not going to happen. But yeah, it's just a reminder, we've got a lovely Saturday of football action here for you tomorrow. 2 games live and just the one for you on Sunday. But it won't disappoint, I'm very sure. 5 minutes extra time. 31 minutes have been played in this match. And just over 3 minutes to come here. And Antlers, they've had their chances at some times. Chance for Flyde though, and it's 8. They're only 2 away. Will they get it? Probably not. But don't disappoint. Don't look away, because it's not over yet. Goal numero 8, says the ref. 8-0 to Flyde. They've had a lovely day out. And the Antlers players, especially EST, is not happy with it. Don't expect me to show up next time. Interesting stuff. We might contact him on that. Someone doesn't like being interesting. 3 minutes to go. 2 goals needed for a Mercy will win. Could it happen? Maybe. Maybe not. We'll have to find out. In the corner now. Tried to find a ball in the box. They got the ball in the box. They just couldn't put it in. And the ball is having a lovely roll. What is going on? Trying to get the ball in. Oh, here's a chance. Near post. Antlers had a quite good chance there, but it was just off target. And today, that has not been disappointing from them. At least it's not a Mercy rule forfeit. Yes, they've lost. They 'don't take the points. And what has happened to the pitch? Oh, no. Well, that's interesting. Interestingly... Oh, ultra. It's an ultra. Oh no! Ultras are on the pitch. Well, they're being removed. Oh, and they're being banned. Well, children wants to invade the pitch. Very interesting. Creo did say before, watch out for walls, and suddenly the pitch moved. Roop gave him B-tools. Unbelievable, Roop. Well, oh, there's still players off the pitch. Here we go then, countdown. We played 35 minutes, we'll see what Varane decides to do with the rest of the extra time. Probably maybe 2-3 minutes, maybe even 1. We'll have to see what he does, because there's a chance for Flyde. And they got one more! 9 now! I apologise for the language on the Flyde bench. And there'll be more extra time. But I believe it was Lenny who scored. Yes, Creo. And 9-0. And now the mercy rule's actually on here. 9-0. Flyde attacking. They won't do much now. They couldn't, though. And just a reminder, we'll be answering your opinions, put them in the chat, and I'll cover them at full time. Here's a chance, nearly 10, and they're still in it. Chance, near post, that'll do it. 10-0, mercy rule win. That is it. Flyde have done it. And they've taken it in emphatic win. We'll have analysis of this game right here for you next on FT Sport. But it's finished here. 10-0 Flyde. Yes, welcome back everyone to full-time analysis of Antlers VS Flyde. We've only seen one person get active in the chat, but we'll go over their opinion on this match now, and I can tell you, that person is international. He said, this match was good, but I think that Flyde backpedalled, their goalkeeper did most of the backpedaling, but he compensated with good saves. Silverthorne were mid, and they weren't the best, and Jordan, the Silverthorne goalkeeper, was amazing. I'll ask the question to international. I don't know why the Silverthorne... Yes, the Silverthorne goalkeeper had to make a few saves, but he did lose. It was a 10-0 win to Flyde, so I don't know what you want to say about that. Maybe I'll follow up there. But I do agree with you. No name needed for Flyde. Did do quite a bit of the backpedaling, and yeah, it may let the team down. I'm not gonna lie, I feel bad for No Name Needed that he has let the team down. He's just that odd link today, and when you stand out in a team like that, if you backpedal a lot, it puts a dent on your confidence. Oh, he's here now. No Name Needed is circling me, and I'm doing the match right. I will seriously, mate. I will actually have an interview with that. But well, he is now pushing me around, and well, I'll try and get a word with him later in Discord, and we'll see what he says. Can you stop pushing me? I will get out of free cam in a second. If he's watching the stream right now, I hope you realise how much of a stir you're causing in the community about your backpedaling. Watch it, 3 viewers will come in now, and we'll see him in a second. But yeah, it won't be the best performance. Seriously, stop pushing me. It won't be the best performance for him today, and yeah, it put a little bit of a dent on the result for Flyde. Yes, it's a mercy win, but sometimes it can let them down. He scored, got subbed off, because I believe he went to his manager and said shush. So definitely I believe in a word with Creo and No Name Needed after this match about their relationship, and yeah, we'll have to see how it coincides then. So let's quickly go over what you need to look out for on FT Sport in the next coming days. We have live action from a few more matches this weekend for you. We only had one live match today, and that was this one, which ended off in a 10-0 forfeit win for 10-0 Mercy Rule win for Flyde, but it only really happened in the last minute or so of extra time. 2 live matches for you tomorrow. Richmond are against Spen Valley at the Old Lamex, and Southend are against Brentford at New Whittle Street. Kick-off for Richmond versus Spen Valley is at 7. Kick-off for Southend versus Brentford is at 8. And one live match for you on Sunday, Everton versus Highfield, Goodison Park, the host of that. Kick-off at 8 p.m. And also, make sure you're checking out the latest podcast. You can find us on Spotify or the FT Sport podcast, and you can also find us you can also find us on FT Sport podcast, I believe, on the FT Sport podcast. You get what I mean. Also, one last thing, we are also still looking for sponsors. We do have some ad breaks available, so I would get yourselves signing up for them. Just DM me if you are interested. You will be able to advertise on our articles, not VAR, articles, podcasts and broadcasts. But that's it from us here at the Silverthorne Stadium. We thank you for watching us, and hopefully you've enjoyed our coverage. That's it from us, so we'll see you tomorrow for more action here from the BFL, as No Name Needed decides he's going to push me around. I'll go quickly ask him for an interview. But it's finished here. Antlers 0, Flyde 10. from all of us here at FD Sport, thank you for watching, and good night.